Formations of fighter bombers and transports are inbound and wreaking havoc on our Kampfgruppe. We have lost contact with the Field Marshal's HQ in Arnhem and with the other division's commanders. Seems the Yanks and the Brits targeted our communications first, as on D-Day.
Until we re-establish contact, Kampfgruppe Leer will defend Wolfhetze. Have the Panzer Grenadiers man the anti-aircraft guns at these positions. I've taken the initiative to recall light vehicles from the 113th Regiment to defend against the commandos. We must alert Division Command and Major General Voss. This is no simple attack if the enemy is dropping paratroopers in broad daylight. Stay strong and I'll see you on the other side.
All Kampfgruppe Leer stations report an apparent halt in enemy activity. Additional gliders were sighted landing heavy equipment nearby. The Tommies are either digging in or preparing for offensive operations, Hauptmann.
The commandos are likely to try to make a push for Wolfhetze. Securing the rail yard would give them a base from which to attack Arnhem. Have the Kampfgruppe set up defenses at these critical locations along the railroad. Brother, make sure you man the 88s and target any enemy vehicles you see. Equip the Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks for additional firepower. Prevent any and all British forces from moving past Wolfhetze.
Wolfhetze is secure, brother. It is safe to expect the enemy to secure the drop zones and prepare defenses. The longer we take, the more time they have to dig in.
We still do not have contact with Division and Major General Voss, which means we're on our own. Assemble the Kampfgruppe and begin offensive operations at once. Until we have orders otherwise, our task will be to dislodge the invaders from Wolfhetze. Have the Kampfgruppe move in and neutralize the enemy drop zones before they have time to get comfortable. In preparation for an assault, requisition reinforcements from the HQ and company command here. That's all, Aldrich. I'm counting on you.
Now that the bridge is destroyed, it is imperative that we expand our defensive line. The British 1st Airborne has paused its assault and is probably regrouping. Hauptmann Berger, have your troops establish our front and order your brother to prevent the British from reaching Arnhem. Reports also indicate that the paratroopers have taken the heights. Send a combat patrol to the area.
We must move quickly and capture these points. We do not know when the commandos will renew their attack. Once the area is secured, the Luftwaffe will be sending in support along with Fallschirmjäger squads.
Voss better know what he's doing, brother. Destroying that bridge also cut off our own reinforcements.
Elements of the 1st Airborne enemy combat groups are regrouping in Osterbeck. They have the intention of making a push beyond Osterbeck and into Arnhem.
It is essential that we protect the way to Arnhem from every approach. These are the main roads from Osterbeek to Arnhem. We can expect a fierce push to secure the roads, here and here. If for some reason we lose ground on these positions, have the Kampfgruppe fall back to these secondary defenses. Stay strong, hold your ground, and keep the British out of Arnhem.
The Kampfgruppe's reconnaissance report that the British 30th Corps should be arriving in our sector shortly. Highway 69 will lead them right through the town of Falkenswart, here. The Tommies lead elements have already deployed into the town and are currently attempting to establish a base of operations.
The enemy forces are led by British tank commander Earl Woomer. Move into the city and eliminate his combat group. Once they've withdrawn, garrison the local cathedral. Establish a line of supply and set up a forward HQ here. Proceed immediately. We need to infiltrate the town quickly in order to ambush 30th Corps.
The enemy's recon forces have retreated out of Falkenswart. Kampfgruppe Grenadiers have moved in to establish an HQ in the town cathedral, here. 30th Corps will be arriving shortly. Previous encounters with the 9th Panzer SS Division indicate the formation is heavily armored.
30th Corps orders are to advance up the highway and link their drop zones through this area. Kampfgruppe Leer must prevent the British forces from capturing any of the strategic sectors along this roadway and delay the column. Assemble the Kampfgruppe and set up defensive positions just outside the village. Build roadblocks here and here. If we can delay the 30th Corps until nightfall, we'll buy enough time for Kampfgruppe Leer to deal with the additional paratrooper landings to the north.
Brother, we have American paratroopers dropping on our heads. They have already taken the bridge, here, and secured a number of drop zones. To make matters worse, the rest of our Kampfgruppe is still en route from Best.
We must hold Best until Voss and the troops from Falkensward arrive. Aldrich, mobilize the troops, neutralize the drop zones, and delay the 30th Corps until we can link up with Voss and the Kampfgruppe.
Hauptmann Berger, we've lost contact with Falkensward. The 9th SS is unaccounted for. This means the 30th Corps is pushing hard for Best. We cannot risk allowing them to gain a foothold. The bridge must be destroyed. The Kampfgruppe Leer demolitions crew has been stalled by engine troubles, but their transport will drop them at this location when they arrive. As soon as the pioneers arrive, wire the bridge with demolitions. What we need now is swift action. Destroy that damn bridge.
The enemy will be pushing hard across the bridge and maintain a secure path along Highway 69. If they are successful at advancing any of their command trucks past Best, the initiative will have been lost. Kampfgruppe Leer will provide defensive support for the demolitions crew upon their arrival. British commandos have held the bridge at Arnhem for 3 days now, giving them clear passage across the Rhine River. 2nd Battalion is embedded throughout the city. Forward observers indicate the enemy has commandeered a number of captured heavy weapons. In addition to these pockets of resistance, the urban terrain of Arnhem is riddled with wrecks and blockades. A clear path may prove difficult to find.
Our success has become increasingly critical. Königstiger, King Tigers are in support to assist with blockade removal. Assemble them into combat groups with infantry and advance into the city. I will make additional armor support available once Kampfgruppe Leer has secured these roads to the bridge. Without airdrops to resupply or 30th Corps reinforcement, the British paraforces are now facing grave circumstances. Capturing these 2 munitions depots will effectively cut off their supply chain and starve out the Englishmen. I have just received a report indicating elements of the 9th SS Panzer Division have fallen to the enemy in Nijmegen. The Tommies have taken the bridge. The only thing between Kampfgruppe Leer and 30th Corps is a 20-kilometer stretch of open road on Highway 69. It is now critical to secure the paths into the city and capture that god-forsaken bridge. This is our chance to break their backs. Their command and control is being orchestrated from the buildings on either side of the bridge. Secure the area and capture these points. Be swift. Time is not something we have the luxury of. Arnhem is almost ours. Oberleutnant Deinhardt died for a noble effort. We have now identified the main line of the 30th Corps' defenses here in Falkensward. I'm relying on you, Hauptmann Berger, to locate the remaining enemy HQs. Expect the 30th Corps HQ to be heavily defended. Those Brits know a thing or two about defenses. English officers are renowned for their pompousness. They'll be sure to commandeer every division in their corps to hold the town. I provided Kampfgruppe Leer additional support with the use of the Schweren Panzerjäger 5 Jagdpanther. The Jagdpanther can handle anything our Kampfgruppe may encounter. Your brother Aldrich has reported to Oosterbeek in order to coordinate the Kampfgruppe's defensive effort there. I'm relying on you, Wolfgang, to locate and destroy the remaining 30th Corps HQs in Falkensward. Good hunting, Hauptmann Berger.
Another battalion of British paratroopers has established a position across the river in Dreil. They are attempting to cross the river and reinforce the remnants of the 1st Airborne entrenched at Oosterbeek. The paratroopers will be pushing across the river from a number of directions.
Set up your defenses along the points on the river. Here, here, and here. I suggest that we run layers of barbed wire and butterfly mines. We will be defending on 2 sides. Stay aware of the enemy activities in Oosterbeek as you set up defenses along the river. The enemy will be attempting to establish a line of supply along these paths. Employ a mobile defensive strategy in reaction to the airborne's varied tactics. Stand strong and be vigilant, brother. Once we defeat the enemy here, our country will be safe and Holland secure again. We will return home victorious.
The rafts have stopped. It looks like they are giving up.
This is it. The commandos hold up in Oosterbeek are the only thing between us and victory. The main HQ of the resistance is here. We need to maintain the pressure on the forces in Osterbeck to ensure victory. Your orders, Major General Voss?
Encircle Osterbeek and engage the remaining commandos. They're desperate but no less dangerous. Have the armor move in and perhaps they will see reason. Otherwise, crush them. Until all resistance has been neutralized, we cannot assure victory. And without victory here, all will be lost. There will be no going back.